Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to a brand new video. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. In today's video, we're going to be discussing some new information that we did receive in regards to the much rumored and anticipated Cops and Crooks DLC for GTA Online, and more specifically, why one GTA insider thinks that Rockstar is not going to be releasing it anytime soon. So we're going to be discussing this and more in today's video, and there is a ton of really awesome, interesting information to discuss today. So if you haven't already, be sure to drop a like rating on this video to show your support, as well as subscribe down below for more daily videos just like this. But first off, here is today's shoutout of the day, and right after that, we're into the actual video. So today's shoutout of the day goes to Socially and a really awesome article that they wrote recently. Now, Socially is a website that is all about digital marketing for all sorts of people, whether they are entrepreneurs, businesses, and everything in between. And recently they published a very helpful article that many of you will find interesting, and it is titled 5 Proven Tips for Young Entrepreneurs to Start Off Strong. In the article, they cover 5 powerful lessons that we can learn from young entrepreneurs. Click the first link in the description down below to check out that article on Socially and read it for yourself today. But with that being said, and without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this video. So as we all probably already know by now, one of the most rumored and highly anticipated DLCs probably inside GTA Online history has been the alleged Cops and Crooks update. Now, this update was never officially confirmed by Rockstar, however, it has been rumored and also leaked on numerous occasions. Now, the most recent information actually came late last year, where there was some code found inside the game that did suggest that Rockstar was working on a Cops and Crooks update, and the code included some customization elements for extra police cars inside the game, and that really only meant one thing, and that was a Cops and Crooks update. However, that ended up getting removed, and the latest information we did learn is that the DLC was scrapped for a number of reasons. Now, the specific reasons we don't know, however, it was in development at one point last year, however, it was scrapped, and the only guess that I can make is either Rockstar found another DLC update that they think will perform better, or they refused to release the Cops and Crooks update last year due to all of the bad press surrounding police in the world, which of course could turn back at Rockstar, and I totally understand where they were coming from in regards to saying that it may have been bad timing. So anyway, it was pretty much confirmed by multiple insider sources that Rockstar was working on the Cops and Crooks DLC at one point, and many people, including myself, were getting super excited and were also estimating that Rockstar is going to be releasing it sometime in the next couple of months. However, we did receive a new statement from TezFunds, which, as you guys know, is a super reliable source for GTA 5 news, and he said the following. Now, on the GTA forums yesterday, somebody asked if Rockstar is going to be releasing the Cops and Crooks DLC this summer, and TezFunds said, doubt it, I don't see them reconsidering it after it was canned. Now, this in itself is a pretty interesting statement because inside the gaming industry, having projects canceled, restarted, canceled again, and then restarted again is totally normal, and Rockstar has that going on themselves a lot. So even if something like the Cops and Crooks DLC was canceled, that does not mean it is going to be never coming out. However, TezFunds believes that they are not going to reconsider it after they originally canned it last year. Now, when asked to provide a little bit more context in regards to the Cops and Crooks DLC and this entire situation in general, TezFunds had the following to say. He said, quote, "We don't know for certain which content was initially packaged with Cops and Crooks. Some of the drip feed content that arrived with a number of other DLCs could have been part of that update. There is still a chance for a rebrand, assuming that it is distanced enough from the cop-centered notion. On the other hand, it is fascinating how Rockstar managed to come up with an alternative DLC within 2 months, which kinda shows how flexible the game development is when it comes to reallocating resources, and working under the umbrella of the large update probably helped them to utilize some of the resources to assist with the development. Regardless, the main theme of the update isn't likely to be reconsidered. Now, when TesFunds does say main theme, he of course means the actual police and cops and crooks nature of the update. And basically what TesFunds is saying is that the update was pretty much done and Rockstar was ready to release it, but due to events that happened last year, they did not want to release it for bad press, and he does not think they are going to re-release it anytime soon or even consider releasing it under the same storyline that it was originally developed under. Now, of course, they are able to take bits and pieces from that update and somehow create another Frankenstein DLC. However, we now know that the infamous map expansion DLC with the KO Perico update was actually not originally planned, and that DLC was actually supposed to be the Cops and Crooks update before it got cancelled. Now, looking back at everything now, it honestly does make perfect sense with all of the timing. However, I am definitely super disappointed that we are not going to be seeing the Cops and Crooks update. And honestly, with this one, I really hope TesFunds is wrong, even though he pretty much never is wrong. I really hope that Rockstar does reconsider releasing the update, especially considering that it was pretty much done last year and it's just been sitting there ever since. And honestly, it's going to be such a shame if they do scrap an update, especially an update that has been so highly requested by the community. But if they are really forced to scrap it and they honestly do not want to release it, I do think, as TesFunds mentioned, taking bits and pieces of that update and somehow restructuring it into a different type of DLC without that police-centered nature is totally welcome, even though it is not going to be ideal by any means. So definitely some super interesting context in regards to the much anticipated Cops and Crooks update, and definitely some upsetting news for the most part. So in the meantime, we are going to have to wait and see. I do not think that this update is going to be coming out anytime soon. As we discussed, TesFunds says that it is not going to be coming out anytime, period, in his book. However, we should wait and see, and maybe Rockstar will reconsider at one point, and honestly, I hope they do. But let me know what your thoughts are in those comments down below regarding this entire situation. Do you think that Rockstar made the right choice to delay the Cops and Crooks update, especially with all of the things happening inside the world last year and also this year? And do you think that Rockstar should re-release it or release it to begin with when all of this news does die down in maybe a few months from now? Let me know what your thoughts are in those comments down below, because I really want to hear from you guys. But either way, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for today's video. If you enjoyed watching this video, let me know by dropping a like rating, as well as subscribe down below if you haven't already with those bell notifications on so you're always notified whenever I upload a brand new video. But either way, thank you again for tuning in today, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you tomorrow with another video just like this. But until then, have an awesome day, and I'll be sure to talk to you guys then.